Good morning, students. This is class 11th, subject chemistry, chapter Some Basic Concept of Chemistry, lecture number 7. In this lecture, we will discuss about mass percentage and calculation of percentage composition from formula. Now, there are different methods by which we can find out concentration of a solution. In previous lecture, we discussed about molarity, molality and mole fraction. In this lecture, we will continue with mass percentage. You see, mass percentage is also one of the methods by which we can find out concentration of a solution. So, mass percentage is mass of the solute in gram present in 100 gram of the solution. And formula to find out mass percentage is mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. We will understand this concentration method with the help of an example. So here, a solution is prepared by adding 2 gram of a substance A to 18 gram of water. Calculate mass percentage of the solute. So here, first of all, we have to find total mass of solution. So total mass of solution is equal to 2 plus 18 gram. Because as you can see, 2 gram of a substance to 18 gram of water. So here 2 gram of substance is solute and 18 gram of water is solvent. So total mass of solution is solute plus solvent. So 2 gram plus 18 gram is equal to 20 gram. Now mass percentage of solute. Formula is mass of solute divided by mass of solution. Now mass of solute is 2 gram and total mass of solution is 20 gram into 100. When you will solve this, it will comes equal to 10. That means mass percentage of solute is 10%. By this method, you can find out concentration. So mass percentage is also one of the method by which you can find out concentration of a solution. Now we will move to second topic, that is calculation of percentage composition from formula. So if we have to find out percentage of an element in a compound, then we can find out easily with the help of this formula, and formula is number of parts by mass of the element divided by molecular mass of the compound into 100. Now we will take one example. Suppose we have to calculate percentage composition of magnesium, sulfur and oxygen in magnesium sulfate. So here we can easily calculate percentage of magnesium in magnesium sulfate. As you can see here, 1 atom of magnesium is present and atomic mass of magnesium is 24. And we will calculate molar mass of magnesium sulfate. You know very well that how to calculate molar mass of magnesium sulfate. When you will put atomic mass of magnesium, atomic mass of sulfur and 4 into atomic mass of oxygen and you will add them, then it will comes equal to 120. So 24 divided by total molecular mass of the compound into 100. When you will solve it, it will comes equal to 20. So percentage of magnesium in magnesium sulfate is 20%. Now similarly, you can calculate percentage of sulfur. As you can see here that only 1 atom of sulfur is present. So here atomic mass of sulfur is 32 divided by molar mass of the compound 120 into 100. When you will solve it, it will comes equal to 26.67%. In the same way, we will find out percentage of oxygen. Now as you can see here we have written 64 because 4 atoms of oxygen are present and atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So 4 into 16 is equal to 64 divided by molar mass of magnesium sulfate, which is equal to 120 into 100. When you will solve this, it will comes equal to 53.33%. That means percentage of oxygen in magnesium sulfate is 53.33%. Now you can easily find out percentage of an element in a compound by this method. Okay students, that's all for today. Now homework of lecture number 7 is you have to solve NCERT exercise question number 2, 7, 17 and 22. Now we will discuss homework which was given in previous lecture. So student, this is question number 10th of NCERT exercise. In 3 moles of ethane, calculate number of moles of carbon atom. Now as you can see, when we will write equation of ethane, carbon plus hydrogen will give ethane. Now as you can see, when you will balance this equation, 2 moles of carbon will react with 3 moles of hydrogen and it will give 1 mole of ethane. But in question, in 3 moles of ethane, so here we will write 3 and we will balance the chemical equation. So here you will write 6 and here 9. Now we have to tell the number of moles of carbon atom. Now as you can see, when we write here 3, then here number of moles of carbon atom is 6. So that means when 6 moles of carbon react with 9 moles of hydrogen, it will give 3 moles of ethane. So answer is 6 moles. Now in second part, number of moles of hydrogen atom. As you can see here, in question, number of moles of hydrogen atom, not molecule. Now 9 molecule, here 9 is written, so H2 is molecule, but we have to tell number of moles of hydrogen atom. So here 9 multiplied with 2, so 9 2s are 18, so that means 18 moles of hydrogen atom is answer. In third part, number of molecules of ethane. Now as you can see, number of molecules of ethane, so 1 mole of ethane contains Avogadro numbers of molecules, so we have to tell in 3 moles of ethane. So that means 3 moles of ethane contain 3 into 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. When you will solve this, it will comes equal to 18.06 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. This is question number 10. Now we will move to question number 28. Now in question number 28, you have to tell that which one of these have largest number of atom. So one by one we will find out number of atoms which are present in 1 gram of gold, 1 gram sodium, 1 gram lithium and 1 gram chlorine. So here, as you can see, the atomic mass of gold is 197 gram and it is equal to 1 mole, and 1 mole is equal to Avogadro's number of atom. So this is the relation. Now we have to find out number of atoms. So here we will compare atomic mass with number of atom. So that means 197 gram of gold is equal to 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. So that means 1 gram of gold will contain 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 197 atoms. When you will solve this, it will comes equal to 0.030 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. Now we will move to second part, that is 1 gram of sodium. Now here 23 gram of sodium contains 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. 23 gram is atomic mass of sodium. So we will use unitary method here. So in 1 gram, number of atoms will be 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 23. When you will solve this, it will comes equal to 0.261 into 10 to the power 23. Now as you can see that in first part, number of atoms present in gold, it was 0.030 and in this it is 0.2. Now in third part, lithium. So 1 gram lithium. So atomic mass of lithium is 7 gram. So 7 gram lithium contains 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. So 1 gram of lithium is equal to 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 7, and it is equal to 0.86 into 10 to the power 23. Now fourth one is 1 gram of Cl2. Now here when you will find out molar mass of Cl2, then 35.5 into 2 is equal to 71 gram. Okay, so 71 gram Cl2 is equal to Avogadro's number of molecules. That means 71 gram Cl2 contains this number of molecules. So 1 gram of Cl2 will contain 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 71. Now as you can see here that this is number of molecule, but we have to find out number of atoms. So here we will convert molecules into atoms. So in one molecule of Cl2, 2 atoms are present. So in 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 71 molecules of Cl2 contains this into 2. We will multiply this number with 2. When you will solve it, it will comes equal to 0.169 into 10 to the power 23. Now you have to tell that which one of these have largest number of atom. Now as you can see, out of these 4, 0.86 into 10 to the power 23. This number is the largest. So that means answer is third part, that 1 gram of lithium contains largest number of atoms. So answer is part 3. Now we will move to next question, that is question number 30. Now in question number 30, what will be the mass of one carbon 12 atom in gram? Now as you can see that 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of carbon 12 is equal to its atomic mass, that is 12 gram. So one atom of carbon 12 will be equal to 12 divided by 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 gram. When you will solve this, it will comes equal to 1.992 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram. So this is answer of question number 30. Now question number 33, calculate number of atoms in 52 moles of helium. So here we have to give relation between number of moles and atoms. So 1 mole of helium is equal to Avogadro's number of atom, that is 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. So we have to tell that how many number of atoms are present in 52 moles of helium. So 52 moles of helium is equal to 52 into Avogadro's number. So that is equal to 3.131 into 10 to the power 25 atoms. That how many atoms are present in 52 unit of helium. So here the relation between atoms and unit is that 1 atom of helium is equal to 4 unit of helium. Now 4 unit of helium is equal to 1 atom of helium. You can write it like in this way. So we will use a unitary method, that 1 unit of helium is equal to 1 by 4 atom. So that means in 52 unit of helium, number of atoms are present, 1 by 4 into 52, that is equal to 13 atoms. So this is part 2 of question number 33. Now we will move to part 3. Now part 3 is how many atoms are present in 52 gram of helium. So here as you can see, 4 gram of helium contains Avogadro's number of atom, because 4 gram is atomic mass of helium. So here we will give relation between atomic mass and number of atoms. So 4 gram of helium contains Avogadro's number of atoms. So 1 gram of helium contains 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 4 gram. So 52 gram of helium contains 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 4 into 52 atoms. So it will comes equal to 7.8286 into 10 to the power 24 atoms. Now we will solve question of next lecture, and that is question number 11. So question number 11 of NCERT exercise is, what is the concentration of sugar C12H22O11 in mole per liter if its 20 gram are dissolved in enough water to make a final volume up to 2 liter. So here we have to find out concentration of sugar in mole per liter. So we have to think that unit mole per liter is of molarity. That means we have to calculate molarity in this question. So here we will calculate molar mass of sugar first. Now as you can see, this is the formula of sugar. So here 12 atom of carbon, 22 atom of hydrogen and 11 atom of oxygen are present. So here 12 into 12 plus 22 into atomic mass of hydrogen 1 and 11 into 16, because 11 atom of oxygen and 16 is atomic mass of oxygen. When you will solve it, it will comes equal to 342 gram per mole. Now formula of molarity is given mass divided by molar mass into 1 by volume of solution, and volume of solution should be in liter. So now we will put the values. Now given mass of solute is 20 gram. It is given in question that 20 gram of sugar is present. So here 20 gram divided by molar mass into 1 by 2 liter, because volume of solution is 2 liter. So when you will solve it, it will comes equal to 0.0293 mole per liter. So this is question number 11. Now we will move to next question, that is question number 12. If the density of methanol is 0.793 kilogram per liter, what is its volume needed for making 2.5 liter of its 0.25 molar solution? As you can see that in this question density is given and you have to find what is its volume needed for making 2.5 liter of its 0.25 molar solution. Now here we have two solution. One is given solution and second solution is solution to be prepared. So we have this equation of molarity M1 into V1 is equal to M2 into V2. Now here as you can see, this M1 and V1 is given and this M2 into V2, this is solution to be prepared. So here we will solve this question. So first we will find out molecular mass of methanol, CH3OH. When you will find out molecular mass, then it is equal to 32 gram per mole. Now as you can see, the density is in kilogram. So here we will convert gram per mole into kilogram per mole. So you will divide it 32 by 1000. So it will comes equal to 0.032 kilogram per mole. Now molarity is equal to given mass divided by molar mass into 1 by volume of solution. Now as you can see here in this question density is given and density is equal to mass by volume. So here given mass by volume, this is equal to density. So the formula will be density divided by molar mass. So density is given, so 0.793 kilogram liter inverse divided by molar mass. Now molar mass is 0.032. So when you will put the value, it will comes equal to 24.78 mole per liter. Now here we will use the equation of molarity, that is M1 into V1 is equal to M2 into V2. So here 24.78 into V1. So 24.78 is the molarity which we just solve using the formula of molarity. And V1 is unknown, that we have to find out. Now M2 is given in question, that is 0.25, and V2 is also given in question, that is 2.5 liter. When you will solve it, it will comes equal to 0.02522 liter. That means this volume is needed for making 2.5 liter of 0.25 molar solution. Now this is question number 12. Now we will move to question number 17. Now in question number 17, a sample of water is contaminated with chloroform, that is CHCl3, supposed to be carcinogen. Carcinogen means which cause cancer. Now the level of contamination was 15 ppm. 15 ppm means parts per million. Okay. Question is, you have to express this in percent by mass. So as you can see here, 15 ppm. 15 ppm means 15 parts in 10 to the power 6 parts. That means million, 1 million. So here formula to find out percent by mass is mass of solute divided by total mass of solution into 100. Now mass of solute is 15 because 15 parts of chloroform is present in 10 to the power 6 parts of water. So here mass of solute is 15. So here we will write 15 divided by total mass is 10 to the power 6. To be exact, it is 10 to the power 6 plus 15. But as you can see here that 15 is very less than 10 to the power 6. So we can neglect 15 here. So you can simply write here 10 to the power 6 into 100. When you will solve it, it will comes equal to 15 into 10 to the power minus 4%. Now second part of the same question is determine the molality of chloroform in water sample. Now we have to determine molality. Now as you can see that molar mass of chloroform is, you can calculate molar mass easily by putting the atomic mass of each and every element. Carbon atomic mass is 12 plus 1 plus 3 into 35.5. It is 118.5 gram mole inverse. Now 100 gram of sample contains chloroform is equal to 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 gram. Because from first part we came to know that 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 gram is present in 100 gram. So we will use here unitary method that in 1 gram of sample chloroform is 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 100. So 1000 gram of sample contain chloroform is equal to 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 100 into 1000. When you will solve it, it will comes equal to 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 gram chloroform. Now formula of molality is given mass divided by molar mass into 1 by mass of solvent. Now here mass of solvent should be in kg. So we will put values. So given mass is 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 and molar mass is 118.5. Now here mass of solvent is 1 kg because this is molality. So here we are taking mass of solvent is 1 kg. So when you will solve it, it will comes equal to 1.266 into 10 to the power minus 4 molar. Now this is question number 17. Now next question is question number 25. So in question number 25, you have to tell what is the difference between 0.50 mole of sodium carbonate and 0.50 molar sodium carbonate. Now as you can see, this is molarity and this is number of moles. So when we talk about number of moles, so here first of all we will find out molar mass of sodium carbonate, which is equal to 106 gram per mole. So what is the meaning of this? So here 0.50 mole means that 0.50 into 106 gram, which is equal to 53 gram. We are simply converting mole into gram. So 0.50 mole is equal to 53 gram of sodium carbonate. So whenever we talk about number of moles, we can tell that what is the amount in gram. So 0.50 moles means it is equal to 53 gram of sodium carbonate. But when we write here capital M, that is molarity, 0.50 molar solution. So it means that 53 gram, or we can say 0.50 moles is present in 1 liter of solution, because in molarity we always take mass of solution 1 liter when we define it. So it means that 53 gram or 0.50 moles of sodium carbonate is present in 1 liter of solution. Now next question is question number 26. So in question number 26, if 10 volumes of hydrogen gas react with 5 volume of oxygen gas, how many volumes of water vapor could be produced? So here we will write down chemical equation first. So here 2 moles of hydrogen will react with 1 mole of oxygen and it will give 2 moles of water. Now as you can see here in question, we have to tell that how many moles of water vapor will produce when 10 volume of hydrogen react with 5 volume. So here if you will write here 10 and here 5, then you can clearly observe that here 2 is present and here 1 is present. That means completely half of number of moles of hydrogen. When 2 moles of hydrogen react with 1 mole, then it gives 2 moles of water vapor. So when 10 moles of hydrogen will react with 5 moles of oxygen, that means it will give 10 moles of water. So answer is 10 volumes. Now next question is question number 29. So question number 29 is that calculate the molarity of solution of ethanol in water in which the mole fraction of ethanol is 0.040. Now as you can see that total mole fraction of a solution is always equal to 1. So here mole fraction is equal to number of moles of a component divided by total number of moles of all the component. So here we want to find out what is the mole fraction of ethanol, C2H5OH. So here we will put value of number of moles of C2H5OH and number of moles of ethanol and water molecule. So here we need value of number of moles of water molecule because XC2H5OH mole fraction of ethanol is given in question, which is equal to 0.040, and number of moles of water we will calculate. So the aim is to find number of moles of ethanol in 1 liter of the solution. So number of moles in 1 liter of water is equal to, now how you can calculate number of moles? That given mass divided by molar mass. So here molar mass of water is 18 gram per mole and given mass of water in 1 liter it is 1000 gram. When you will solve it, it will comes equal to 55.55 moles. Now in this formula number of moles of water is known and mole fraction of ethanol is also known. So here we can easily calculate number of moles of ethanol. So substituting number of moles of water in equation number 1. This is equation number 1. So when you will put value, here number of moles of ethanol divided by number of moles of ethanol plus number of moles of water is equal to mole fraction of ethanol. So here we will shift denominator in this side. So here there is simply calculation. When you will solve it, number of moles of ethanol is equal to 2.31 mole. Now this is number of moles, but we have to calculate molarity of solution. So here we have to find out what is the molarity of solution, and as we know that molarity, here we will find out in 1 liter because it is not mentioned in question. So we will find out molarity here in 1 liter. So 2.31 mole divided by volume of solution, that is 1 liter, and it will comes equal to 2.31 molar. So this is molarity of the solution. This is question number 29 and this is last question of the homework discussion. If you have any doubt, you can tell me in comment box. Till then, goodbye and have a nice day.